Hey everybody, Radaman here for another episode of Kenshi, and there's a lot I want to do this episode, so I'm going to get straight to it. One of the first things I want to do is start to level up my lockpicking, and for me to do that, I would say, I already have lockpicking researched. Let's go ahead and put down a locksmith training box. Put it somewhere it can fit, which is not much because this base is really filling up. And it says I don't have the building materials, but I think, yeah, actually I might be right. I might not actually have them because I've been cranking out so many iron clubs. So I want to get Radamat better at lockpicking so that I can get some ancient science books. For now, I'm just going to put him on. Ooh, actually, he just got here, so let's dump off some of these crops that we don't need. These boots are for him. Sleeping bags, goodbye. The bounties I can put away. These crops I'm going to research so I know how to farm them. So, rice weed, hemp. I actually don't need the cotton. Now that I think about it. Let's get rid of that and put this in the loom. Oh, wrong loom. Put this in the loom. And put my research books away. Maybe baking and powered stone refinery would be pretty useful. Now, ideally, I think I've picked out a place that I want to finally settle in. But this is going to require me to have more manpower. That is the simplest way of putting it. Because where I want to settle is not exactly safe. It is not just a few bandits. It is pretty nasty of a spot. So I'm going to want to add some more recruits to my group. Which means recruiting some more, obviously. And I think the unique recruits are probably whom I'm going to go after first. Yes. So let's go and think about this. Where am I near? I guess I can look at Squin. I don't think there's anyone left around here, but it doesn't hurt to check, and it also doesn't hurt to buy some more food. Oron, nope, you're not unique. Swift, you're not unique. Another wanted poster. I might have to do some travel here, is what I guess I'm trying to say. It would be pretty cool to get some skeletons up in the mix, too. So maybe that's something I'm going to aim to add as well. Here, take my helmet. So, let's head to Black Desert City. And get Sadneil. Sadneil is a skeleton that lives in Black Desert City. And I think that will be a first good recruit. And while Radamat does this, he's currently my fastest runner. The Hivers are going to be much faster pretty soon. They level up athletics, and yeah, they're just much faster. Let's see. Hub. I'm just looking up anyone I've missed. So I think it's more interesting to have the uniques than not. Where are you going? You're running backwards. Who's in Bad Teeth? There is Bard, who's in Bad Teeth, that I could recruit. And Griffin, who's in Bad Teeth, that I could recruit. Bard is... He's a bard. He has basically no skills. So I might not recruit... I will recruit him, but for different purposes. And then Griffin is a good fighter. He is an ex... Holy Nation... guy, and he is recruitable, so I'll go for that. Sorry, you've been staring at the top of a mountain. I've just been tabbed out a little bit. Let's get moving a little bit faster so I can get more done this episode. We're good on food. We are still... That's a really weird way of looking at it. There we go. Still cranking out some armor. Almost getting another black plate there. My acid resistance is 40 plus 10, 50 plus 75. 75% acid resistance. So heading into Black Desert City shouldn't melt me that bad. And in fact, oh, there's no acid resistance on the boots. I think because I have sandals, my feet won't melt off. That's probably the most important thing to have. And then looking at the map here, I'm also near Stack, so I can recruit anyone at Stack 2. So we'll have to look around a bit. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of all the unique recruits. I just have a general idea, and I'm using the interwebs to try to figure out where I should go and what I should do. Additionally, while I'm near Bad Teeth, I should swing by Holy Farm and get a bull to do some hauling, especially when I am going to be building a town sort of soon. That would really be helpful to have a hauler. Oh, look at this, a bunch of wild bulls. Speaking of bulls, those wild bulls would obviously totally murder the bejesus out of me. All right, now that it is daytime, it's time to try to get as much money as we can. Let's see. We have some more maps. Map of Vane, sure. Map of the Shek Kingdom, sounds good. And then let's go ahead and sell off anything we can. And buy some more iron plates and buy some armor and all that good stuff. So, another stop. I really ought to give him the backpack. Actually, if Chung is making the trade trips, we'll drop him a Thieves Backpack Medium. I should probably get one for every character, to be honest. So that's something that I really ought to do. And buy some fabrics. Okay, that looks good. Add that material there. Nice. Then drop the rest of the plates in here for clubs, for Molly, and then drop the armor down here and the fabrics. And looking good. And that's a lot more money and stuff. Also, food. Because we are currently not growing any, and I'm not really hunting anything that I can cook, I need to rely on bought food. Hugely inefficient, but this all will change soon. Then let's look around. We've got Hotlongs, Polly. I don't know who Polly is, but they're a tech hunter, so they're not recruitable. They're just a named tech hunter. With a bounty over their head? No, no bounty. Tech hunters are very tough. So, not that I would even be able to win that fight necessarily. Let's research these maps. So, we have Vane, which is here, and the Shek, which is Admag, and Last Stand and Great Fortress, and also Squin, and yeah. So we have knowledge of that now. All right, Radamant is heading to Sadneil. I think that's... the only person recruitable in Black Desert. As you can see, I am taking a little bit of damage from the acid, but really not that bad. Let's poke our heads in here. I forget what building this is. Yep, I'm not allowed in here. Goodbye. Here's the bar. Now, it's not maybe the right time of day to buy anything. Obviously, this barman doesn't really have anything interesting for a human to eat, as there aren't really humans here. Make sure I didn't overlook Sadneil. Here he is. Let's encourage him to leave the town. He's saying that, you know, everywhere else sucks. And he hates his life. Alright, so Sadneil has joined us. Checking his stats, he is really not going to be able to put up much yet. So if we look at racial bonuses, there is a heavy weapon racial bonus here, as well as turrets. They don't bleed like normal, but they do require repairs. They're bad stealthers, but that's to be expected. And good robotics. So Mr. Sadneil here, that hates his life, is now a recruit of mine. And I get my first skeleton, which is pretty cool. Let's go head in... Well, there's... Head into the scrap house and see what we can buy. Ideally, I would like to encumber Sadneil and have him walk back to the base. And that way, he'll get his strength up. So, with that in mind, he doesn't really need to eat food. So, we're going to give the backpack to Sadneil. And... this guy's just weapons, all weapons. Some more hats. Ancient science books, which is very, very, very cool. I might buy them, but I'm just going to look around first. A lot of cool exotic weapons and other research. If only I had infinite money. The ancient science books are the most tempting out of that stack there. So let's go and buy 3. I only have money for 2 at the moment, but that can change. Now, ancient science books are one of the bottlenecks to be able to tech up. And I thought I was going to have to steal my first few ones, but if I can just buy them, that is a big old shortcut to success. Yeah, that needless to say makes me happy that that is an option. So I'm just selling off everything I can. And back to Sadneil. We'll buy 1 more. They aren't always offered, so when they are, grab them. And I'm going to purposefully encumber him. Ooh, AI cores too. Hot damn. You guys have everything. I could really encumber him with steel bars, but I'm not sure I just want to pointlessly buy a steel bar. Wouldn't be pointless, I guess, but I'm not sure I want to buy a steel bar just to encumber him. The books I'm going to give to Radamant. And then let's head back to Black Desert City. See if we can't rummage up for some more things that will encumber us. Sadneil here also needs to level up his athletics. But we'll... Actually, what was his... yeah, his athletics are pretty bad. He's not that slow, but he's not that fast either. They're going to kick me out of here? Yep. Alright, just the bar. Just... Oh, well, they have prosthetics vendor. They're probably not going to have anything of bulk. So I think initially maybe I just level up the... level up some... Yeah, they only have prosthetics. Okay. So, Radamon here is actually going to give these books back to Sadneil. And Sadneil... What happened to... Oh, those... Wait, what happened to those iron plates? I don't even know. But it doesn't really matter. There was only 2 of them. Sadneil is going to run... all the way back to Squin. And Radamont will run to a holy farm. Or not. Come on. Holy mines, holy mines. I'll run to Bad Teeth first. Now, unlike humans, skeletons, well, A, they are absolutely hated by the Holy Empire, the Holy Nation. They are kill on sight with Holy Nation. Holy Nation is pretty bad to Hivers and Shek, but they're really bad to skeletons. They loathe technology. They're basically xenophobic, misogynistic Luddites. So I need to keep Sadneil away from any holy... people. Those are just dust bandits. But yeah, so that's a top priority. And that also rules out settling in this nice green area here. If you have like a community mostly of men and definitely of all humans, probably Greenlanders, not Scorchlanders, you can settle there. But the fact that I have a large variety of recruits and yeah, it would be very, very bad to settle in that spot. They would get, they get attacked pretty openly and unabashedly. And the Holy Nation are some of the strongest. You have a few big factions. You've got Shek, you've got the holier-than-thou idiots, and then you've got the United Cities up in the northeast and the Western Hive. And those are, I would say, the major factions. You have some smaller factions, definitely, but those are the, I would say, the big ones. And there are indeed faction wars. They like, you know, they're somewhat kill on sight to one another. So that's another cool part of this game. I will indeed take your food. And at this hour, there's really no one to recruit here. This is only one of the spots that are possible to check. So I can run around and check all the vendors for whatever. And Chung is back to doing electronics. Good. Sadneil is going to run straight into the base. And I'm just going to hope he doesn't get messed with. He's not that fast, but I think if he's just... In fact, I'll put him on passive, so he just runs from everything. I don't think he's going to get messed with. Of course, this is a holy place, so their armor is pretty limited. They don't really believe in black armor or anything that encourages stealth or anything of that nature. This is a weapon place. Bark. I don't think Bark is... No, not a unique. I'm really here at the wrong hour, I think. I'm in the afternoon. I'm not at night. But there is still more bars. For a bunch of holy people, they sure have their bars. I think I've already been in that bar, though. I have. I might just hang out and wait for people to show up. Because, yeah, this thief fence is not going to have much for me. Now, let's have a seat. Sadneil is... Oh, you know what I could do? I could pop over to the nearest farm and get a bowl while it's still daytime. Now, checking on the rest of everything, Shrike here has made some high-grade sets now. That's very cool. Chung is going to go trade and see if I can't buy some armor. Ideally, I'd like to eventually manufacture all the armor I use. That would be very cool. That's kind of a goal of mine. But for now, I'll just buy what I can to try to accelerate our timetable to get a city. Because as soon as I have my own city, we will be able to... We'll be able to make more money. We really don't need these iron bars. They're not worth much, but there's no sense in stockpiling them. I think I've already checked this vendor for anything useful towards crafting today. I have. Let's see if we can't buy armor. And I could also send Chung to the nearest way station. That would not be a terrible idea. No, stay downstairs. Load the downstairs. There we go. Checking the blueprints. No, if I really wanted more blueprints, there's other places that are not exactly close to get to, but would definitely ensure that I get the blueprints I'm looking for, like the plated boots. I would just need to travel for that. So plated boots, I'm just going to buy. More plated boots. Better pants. Like I said, I'm really, truly interested in just gearing up at this point, and then I'll craft cool armor down the line when I have the time and resources to improve my stuff. But I need starter stuff. Unfortunately, that person didn't have any helmets, which is something I can't craft at the moment. But that's a different problem. All right. Chung, you're going to head out to way station and turn off your jobs so you don't turn back for any reason. And I'm going to look for armor plating and that kind of stuff. Where is Sadneil? Sadneil is near the Holy Military Base. That's probably not a good spot for him. But I think he probably runs pretty fast. I have no idea why Radamant... Oh, yeah, I sent him to the Holy Farm. I'm a derp. Alright, before you close for the day, someone come talk to me. Is it the other building? Likely, yes. There you are. If I want to buy an animal, I don't have enough money for an adult domesticated bull at the moment. They're probably what I would go after because they're tough. So I'm going to have him pop a squat. Now, the question here is, do I go back to Bard, or do I go back to recruit Bard and Griffin? I don't even have enough money for that either at the moment. So, I'm just going to pop a squat, because I know that there's going to be, I know for sure that there will be opportunities to buy an animal there. They'll probably want to kick me out, so instead of trespassing, I will wait outside. And that will have to be an errand I run another day. Let's do business. All right, well, that will keep my crafting going for a while. At least for the clubs. Speaking of which, Molly, you are almost as good of a weaponsmith as Shrike. You're getting there. Which is pretty cool. Chung probably could have used your wooden sandals. Checking up on everyone else, making sure... Oop, yeah, I'm starting to get hungry on some of them. In a bad way. So I'll have to remedy that soon. And yeah, in fact, Ruka, Voth, Miyu, they're all getting hungry. Yeah. I'll fix you. Come on, Chung. Straight path. Back home. Alright, put the stuff away. And then the armor plating. And everyone that's hungry just needs to come and come to the food box. We have food, they just haven't visited it in a while. The only people that visit it are the ones that do the that themselves do the ore, or do the ore deliveries. So here we should see, yep, they all ate. I could have put food on them, but I didn't. How is our armor? Got 4 now. Now looking at it, all I'm looking for is like roughly standard grade helmet, pants, and boots and a helmet. Helmet, pants, boots, and armor. It doesn't need to be perfect, but what I'm going to have is Voth, Hobbs, and Miyu come gear up. I guess they should have done that when I recalled them for the food, but... Alright, here's Hobbs. Now, Hobbs might make for a good martial artist. And I'm going to actually just take off his helmet for now, so I know that I'm in the market for a better helmet for him. Who's coming next? Voth. I'll do Voth first. Ooh, some high-grade pants. You got lucky. I'll give you the high-grade jacket, too. And you'll get the boots. Although you're slow. You're not going to get the boots. And we'll take off your helmet. So I know I need a helmet for you. And Miyu. The pants. The jacket. And... Oh, I actually got the boots. Alright, let me fix that. Miyu gets the boots. And Voth is going to keep the sandals because A, he's a Shrek, so it's harder to chop off his feet, and B, he's one of the slower ones. So, this is a standard grade spiked helmet. So I'll keep that one on. I'm going to get rid of all the low grade ones, the shoddy ones and whatnot. But the standard ones are fine. Alright, Chung is going to sell off all the armor I didn't want. I guess I can keep some of it on him, because it's not going to sell for very much, but a lot of it is going to get thrown away. Including the boots. These regular samurai boots aren't terrible, but they affect combat speed, and I don't want my people to have a lower combat speed. But he can keep the armor on. That doesn't hurt. Alright, Sadneil just sort of stopped. Let's get him moving again. He has a very precious load here. So if we actually look at the tech here, we can figure out what this will allow us to do. This will allow us to get, almost get Tech 4. We could also potentially research robotics, which is very cool. Ideally, we would like to get skeleton repair beds. Now that we have a skeleton, we need a skeleton repair bed in order to heal him. So that's another top priority for that. And I think what I'm going to do is bring Radamant back home for lockpick training. In fact, let's upgrade this. We're out of the plates. Chung will go get some more plates, and Radamant, instead of sitting around waiting to buy a bull that we don't have enough money for, he'll come and train up his lockpicking. He'll be our lockpicker. Molly is really going through our plates surplus pretty quick. Again, something that we'll be able to make in-house once we have a base. Which makes making a base quite attractive, as one could imagine. Okay, got a few more plates there. I'm going to get a steel bar, because that was part of the research. Let's see, do we have wheat? Yeah, we have wheat. We just need some cacti. So I'm going to get 2 cactuses. And buy a few research books. Alright, we want Radamant to run home. So we'll send Radamant and Sadneil back home. Make sure they have move orders. Radamant's still aimless. He's having some pathing problems. I'm probably going to go have to look at him manually. What is your deal? He can't seem to find his way home. And then I realize I'm a little bit over time. I'm going to go a little bit further over time just so that I can sort everything that I currently have in progress out. Because everything is sort of up in the air and I'd like to finish it all off. So Sadneil's here. He's got those books on him. So let's dump those out. And we'll probably end up researching the skeleton repair bed. Where? Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay. Sadneil, you're going to start to train with Dr. Chung's katana and get your start to get your combat up. You're very not good at that yet. Mr. Chung, you'll drop off this stuff for research. Oops, wrong stuff. And then build this box. And I guess it's daytime and I have a lot to sell. So let's go ahead and, before I do that, sell off some of the stuff because I have a surplus of ores and whatnot. Of course, it would be better if I turned them into electrical and armor plating, but alas, you know, this will have to do. Now, this gives me the money that I need to buy that bull when it comes time. Or to recruit Griffin, or Infinite Wing, or some other really good high combat NPCs. But I'm all, I mean, it seems a little haphazard, but I am, in fact, pushing everything towards a singular goal of owning a town or a city. It doesn't seem like it because so much is happening and it's all kind of happening all at once, but that is the case, although it might not be all that believable from from your perspective, that is what I'm working towards. So thank you all for watching. As I said before, as soon as probably the Stellaris series ends, I'm going to be doing this every day because I definitely enjoy this game a lot, and I think you all enjoy the series a lot. So if I can even fit it into my schedule, I might do it every day. And then, yeah, I think I count on that. I'm just going to say count on that. I think I'll try to make time for that because I am, as much as you all might be, I'm addicted to this game. So, yeah, I guess one of these are going to be coming out, you know, every day from now on, if time allows for it. Well, if you have any suggestions for me or comments or feedback of any type, drop me a line. And if you have the inclination, think about maybe joining the Discord or the website, or even becoming a patron. That would be really cool. So the image you see up here is the patron collage. Every player that you see represented on the map is a patron. Well, that's it for me. Adios.